We're back with another one of those podcasts and beats. We're here with Dr. Glenn today. He's my first official guest on the podcast. Glenn, I want you to introduce yourself real quick and break the ice for us.
It's a pleasure to be here. This is Dr. Glenn Forsyth, the head physical therapist at Springfield Physical Therapy Wellness.
Don't get it twisted.
The #1 establishment in the area. Even better than our sister company, Ironbound Physical Therapy and Wellness. It's a pleasure to be here.
Awesome, man. So today we're going to do our first one-on-one kind of interview, get to know our PT. I'm going to do a thing where I pull you, probably Brianna, Ricardo. I don't know if I'll do Leanna or Rita just yet. And then I'll do Emily and Karen. We'll all do a 10-15, these podcasts are short, a 10-15 minute podcast. We can talk about whatever, man. We can talk about work. We can talk about hobbies. We can talk about life. We can talk about whatever you want to know about Glenn Forsyth, the PT, the #1 longest standing member of the team. I think he's been here longer than some of my kids, man. I'm going to see, we're using Grok. This is a shout out to Grok instead of Perplexity for some of the icebreaker questions. I'm going to ask some basic ones. Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Cedar Grove, New Jersey, North Jersey.
Awesome. And how do you think that's affected who you are today?
Oh, wow. We're diving right into that.
Diving right in. Grok has some serious questions.
How do I think that's affected who I am? The people that I met, the friends that I have, my wife lived in Cedar Grove.
Oh, nice.
But we didn't get together in high school or anything. We knew each other, but we didn't get together until after college. So that's why I didn't specify that first. The friends were there first before the wife. I just want to make that clear.
Plus, you gotta let
because now that looks bad.
No,
the wife
it
first.
doesn't. Wife knows.
She's gonna listen to this and get pissed.
You gotta roll through college first before you pick the wife.
Right, I'm saying.
Yeah, she comes second.
You gotta. No, never mind.
No.
Yeah, you gotta.
She's the last one, but the only one forever.
You gotta, dig to find the diamonds.
Yeah,
right.
Let's see. What are some of your Actually, this is a good one. What did you want to be when you were a kid? Did you remember that question?
Yeah, in 4th grade, I wanted to be a marine biologist. I'll never forget it.
Why?
I don't know, man. Something about the ocean just fascinated me. And what is so funny? He's looking at me right now like I'm crazy.
No,
dude,
that's amazing.
I've talked to so many people who've wanted to be marine biologists. I don't know. I've always had fascination, this nerdy fascination with the ocean stuff.
I've been nothing but, and still am, horrified of the ocean.
It's scary for sure. Miss me. That's why I couldn't do it.
No chance.
I saw the Shark Week and I was like, miss me.
Let's do. Before I get to the nitty gritty stuff. What are name one thing or maybe something that maybe people listening, patients or just random people, might not know about you? For face value, right? We know you're Dr. Glenn for face value. We know you're a husband for face value.
Yeah.
What might people not know looking at you that you think might surprise them?
Oh, that might surprise.
In a good way or a bad way.
Yeah.
It could be anything.
Damn, you said we would wait to get to the nitty gritty now.
We got 10-15 minutes before people tune
I know, we dove in. Right, I know. I need to start giving them something good here.
Yeah,
something that they wouldn't know about me just looking at me.
Yeah.
Ooh. I don't know. I guess it could be good or bad.
Yeah, we can come back to it, give you time to think about it. I got a couple of questions.
Maybe we should, yeah. Maybe I'll get inspired, because I'm thinking of a couple, but I don't know if I want to
get too dark.
Air them out.
Yeah, exactly. I hear you. I know where your head's going.
Because this is a full,
I see it. So let's do something fun. If you could describe yourself as an animal, what would you be?
Oh, an ant, for sure.
An ant? Why? Why an ant?
Dude, that was my PT school entry essay. They said describe yourself as an animal.
You said an ant.
Listen, hear me out. You're going to like this. You're going to like this. Man. They're the strongest for their size, whatever that ratio is, animal-wise. Strongest for their size.
Yeah.
They work well in teams for the common goal to help the anthill and the queen or whatever. I don't know what a group of ants is called, but they help the squad, help the crew. And what was the last one?
It's gotta be called an army of ants.
It is, the army. The army.
It could only be called
the army of ants. And I don't know, you see an ant and you're just so unassuming, but you don't realize the power that they hold and how much they hold up the ecosystem.
And the workload. They're nonstop, always moving. That's a good one.
Maybe that's the answer for the question from before. You don't realize the power
of
within me.
Yeah, of Dr. Glenn. 5'10".
5'10". Yeah. Dude, people are gonna see me if they don't know me.
There's no video. They can only imagine. Fit, shredded, 5'10", Dr. Glenn. If you don't know, come ask about him. We're gonna do life or personal questions, and then we'll jump into career expertise, because I do want to end on the nutrition background that you have. Just 'cause I think it's cool as hell, man. And a lot of people now are getting into it. But we'll do a life one. Don't get too dark here, okay? What is the best advice you've ever received? That's a good one. That's a hard one too.
The best advice I've ever received? Let me see. I'm trying to think here. Best advice I've ever received.
Take your time.
Probably something along the lines of don't take things too seriously, or like, take it one day at a time.
That's a good one.
Like if you're looking out into the future, like I feel like a lot of like modern anxiety is because everyone's focused on like way too much at one time.
Did I give you that advice? Like nothing matters?
You were more like the dark end of it. Like, hey man, we're just floating on a rock in space, like nothing matters. You've definitely like added to it.
Yeah.
But I forget if it was like a coach or like if it was even like something my dad said, but he's like, you can't take yourself and can't take like life like too seriously. And it's so true, man, because just the amount of things that I've gone through, it's like if I take the little stuff way too seriously, I'm gonna dig myself into a hole. Like it's not worth it.
Hanging off the side of a bridge, man.
We don't want to. Don't hang off the side of a bridge. No.
No, but that's good advice, man. I agree with that 100%.
Yeah.
When I say that whole thing, like nothing matters, I don't mean it in a dark way.
No, you mean it like in the positive, right?
Like, it doesn't actually matter, man. Like I talk to my kids about this all the time. Sometimes they make a mistake and they're scared to tell me. I'm like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, don't let the small stuff. Don't cry over spilled milk, kind of.
Right.
Deal.
It's such a like an old saying, but it's a real one. All right, ready? Next one. If you could go back in time, would you give yourself any other advice aside from that one? Because you got that one.
Huh? Yeah. Oh, would I give myself? Ooh, that's good.
Would you say like career choice? Would you say dodge Steph in college? Would you say? I'm kidding. What would you
give myself a full senior year instead of finding my wife?
Yeah. Do a full senior year. Tell her to wait until after.
No, that's an example of a good decision. There, sure. A great decision
for sure.
No, career choice too. I think I'm exactly where I need to be. Awesome. I think I'm fulfilling my purpose, my universal purpose, my godly purpose, however you want to put it. I think I'm right where I need to be.
Oh, that fills my heart, bro. I always worry about that. That's good.
I'm right where I need to be.
Okay, good. I'm glad.
In terms of giving myself advice, I think it would be the same thing. I think it would be like, why are you worrying so much about this stage now? Like, like every like life stage is like, oh, wait till, or this is, I'm going to go on a tangent a bit, but
go for it.
The just you wait and see people are the worst people that I can know. And I'll give you an example.
Yeah.
When I'm in middle school and the people are like, oh, just wait till you get to high school though. Like, don't, like this middle school stuff's nothing. Like, just wait till you get to high school. It's a whole new game. You get to high school, everything's fine. You crush it, sport.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, but high school, that's all fun and games, but college, oh man, that's really where you need to like hunker down. Undergrad, crushed it, fine. You get to, they're like, oh man, PT school or like grad school, doctorate program, like man, like that's gonna be insane. Like you're gonna have no life, you're not gonna be able to even do anything. I had the most fun I've ever had from 2016 to 2019.
Let me ask you this: is it because they said that and you like over prepared, or was it they're just like dooms people?
Looking back, yeah, it's I get annoyed that misery loves company, and it's like the doomer people, and it even happens now. Or like they're like, oh, just wait till you get married, or just wait till you have kids, and I'm like, like I'm sorry, but I actually like found someone that I really love, and I'm gonna be extra grateful now for my kids. So when they say stuff like that, it irks me to know, and like the just you wait and see people, because so far, even with everything going on, like things have been pretty solid.
Yeah, good. Exactly.
In terms of like foundation,
because it could be worse. It could be so much worse.
Yeah.
Like if you look out there, no matter what kind of hardship you've had, I guarantee you, if you Googled it, you'd find like at least 100 people who have it way worse than you. No matter how bad you think you have it. But I don't disagree.
You know what? I would like answer to probably like please those people too. I'd be like, oh man, I know. Like
sure.
So maybe my advice would be, you don't need to please those people.
Right.
Put more of your boundaries up earlier on.
I think that's the best advice ever. That's very American of you, by the way.
Hell yeah.
Because I don't think you have to like appease. This is Grace's word. Appease to everyone. You don't have to appeal to everyone. You can be likable by people who genuinely like you. And if you are a quality person, the people who are going to like you are going to be quality people, and that's way more valuable than just having everyone like you. There's going to be not high quality people who may not like what you stand for, or they may think you're like a do-gooder or like arrogant, or you think you're better than. But it's really just because you make them feel insecure when you're around, because you are better than. And that's not a bad thing. There are people who are better than other people. It's not a sin. It's not the end of the world. And I always tell people, I had this conversation the other day. I always tell people, if you meet someone, I'll give you, this is off tangent also, but I'm going to use famous people to get more clicks. Hopefully the transcript comes up. But mainly because it's just easier to relate, because a lot of people hate this person. You meet a guy like Ronaldo, right? Simple. He's excellent. He's hitting like these milestones. And you may not like him because he says stupid things like, I don't know why they don't like me, maybe because I'm too handsome and I'm rich and I have everything, right? Like he says stuff like that. And it comes off as arrogance. But at the end of the day, he wasn't dropped there, right? To be an athlete, no one gets dropped there. You have to kind of earn your way in.
Of course.
Right? You got to pay your dues to get in.
Yeah.
And then once you're in, you may have some help, like a coach knows you, your dad was an ex-pro, and they kind of open the door. But then to excel to the top of the top, like the elite, right, cream of crop, you have to put in work, right?
For sure.
And so my point is, he's better than me. Right. He's more hardworking than me. He's more disciplined than me. He makes more money than me. He's better looking than me. He's got better hair, better abs. He's got a big family just like I do. He has everything I have and more, right? And he has a legacy. When he dies, people will talk about Ronaldo for hundreds of years. Just like we talk about other Pele, Maradona, hundreds of years. Okay. I can hate on it. I'm like, well, yeah, if I was a paid billionaire, I'd be fit too. But would I? I may not be.
Right.
I might just slack off still because it's in my character.
We know a lot of other billionaires that definitely aren't.
That aren't, right? And so I always tell people, instead of being like that guy, they're like, oh, wait till you could just be like Ronaldo, be yourself. The people who like you are going to love you because they're going to give you merit. They're going to say he deserves everything he gets because he works hard for it. And I hope he gets, like Elon Musk, a lot of people hate on him. This guy's a trillionaire now, today. But in reality, it's not like he fell on money.
Yeah.
And like everyone wants to go back to like, well, his dad gave him $1 million loan. I know a lot of people who got $500,000 loans, $250,000 loans, and they're not half billionaires or half trillionaires.
Right.
So if you wanted to do it like that, right? Like, oh, he got $1 million to become a trillionaire.
Yeah.
Well, you got $100,000. Why aren't you a billionaire?
Right. Yeah.
If you're going to extrapolate the math, like so it doesn't make sense, that argument. It's just you're a hater, is what you are.
Basically, yeah.
And he doesn't have to appeal to you. He's going to do what he's doing. He's going to achieve greatness, and he's going to leave everybody who doesn't appreciate it behind. So you have two choices. You can either like try to emulate and be like that person, or you can just admit like I can't be like that person.
Right.
I can't be like that person.
You don't have to hate.
And you can respect it. Like that's amazing that he can do that. I can never do that.
Yeah.
And just leave it alone. And you don't have to find flaws in people who are better than you in order to make you feel good. You shouldn't put someone down to make you feel good.
Right.
Yeah, that's the way. That's a good one. Yeah. All right, let's go to the next one. All right, you ready? Let's see. Career expertise. Questions. All right, how did you get started? We know about that. Common myth about your industry. One thing about your field that no one agrees with you on. The most interesting project or accomplishment you're proud of. What advice would you give someone entering your field? Where did you see the industry in the next 5? All right, that's a good one actually. Where do you see the industry? When I say industry, because you're a multifaceted guy. You're not just a PT. You're a strength and conditioning. You have a nutrition background. You have a wrestling background. You have a very extensive background. I saw, you know more than I do about this. There's like a famous PT. He was like recently, I think, interviewed by Huberman. Dr. Huberman, right? And I heard his accolades. And I'm like, he doesn't even sound that special. Like Glenn has way more accolades than this guy.
I think I know what you're talking about. Was that like the back pain guy?
I think, yeah, the back pain guy. Yeah. And he's very like, he seems really intelligent. He seems really educated. I'm not knocking the guy at all.
Right.
He's excellent. But I'm like, man, this guy found a way to like really like make his voice heard. Glenn has a much more extensive background. Strength and conditioning, nutrition, PT, obviously, Dr. PT, multiple degrees, and a background in sports. And wrestling is one of the hardest sports. That's like human body sport. Wrestling, MMA, boxing, that's human body sport. Even track and field, I would say, is human body sport. Soccer, football, basketball, there's more skill. Yeah, gymnastics is human body sport. Like that's really like body awareness. Football, basketball, soccer, tennis, they're more like technical sports.
Right, like
they require like a skill.
Yeah.
All those other sports that I just mentioned, they're more like, the skill is knowing your body.
Right, the skill is the movement, your body. Yeah.
So, like you have all that background. So, this is a great question. Where do you see, based on your background, the industry going in like the next 5 to 10 years? Especially with AI, with robots, and peptides and all this stuff.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think like people are starting to see the writing on the wall with like going to see their like primary care physician and getting sent over to like this specialist and that specialist and this and that. I think there's going to be a lot more like holistic views of treatment. I don't mean holistic like Eastern practice and like, woo-woo stuff like that. I mean holistic as in like looking at the body and the system as a whole. Like, like you're coming in and we're observing your movement, but like, is your movement, let's say, in your shoulder off because you got an injury? Is it off because you've trained that way all your life and it's stuck in a pattern? Is it off because you have some sort of like nervous system dysfunction? I hate to kind of use that word, but I mean that by like, is your sleep crap? Is your diet crap? Right. Are you highly inflamed that your nervous system is constantly in this fight or flight and it's locking down basically muscles around your, your axial skeleton, and suddenly one day you can't like lift your shoulder all the way overhead and you're wondering what the heck happened when your body's been in the, equivalent of like a 5-alarm fire for
10-20
years. Right, exactly. So I think it's going to come to the point where it's like blood work, dietary analysis, sleep analysis, obviously movement still being important, right? We're not just going to not see somebody move and just assume like, if you sleep 8 hours, you'll be all better. Like it's going to be an amalgamation of everything. So I think we're going to see a lot more of that. I think we're going to see people that don't even like go all the way through like a medical school or even like PT. Even though we're PTs, I think people are going to start getting like certified strength and conditioning, certified nutrition. They're going to start learning stuff from people that teach this like all over the world, and they're going to kind of pick and choose their toolboxes and move away from like the traditional education. Because I feel like, we both took the national, PT licensing exam, right? It felt like one big like safety exam. Like I used maybe about like 5%.
Yeah, maybe
10% of what was on that exam. Everything else I've either learned like myself or going to courses or like seeking out mentors, and sometimes even non-PTs have been the best mentors to learn how to like hone my craft. So I think we're going to see a movement away from like over specialized areas into more holistic, and I think we're going to see a movement away from like the traditional education.
I agree 100%. I'll give you like 2 examples, kind of sort of related, that I would attribute to that is rhythm. Have you ever heard of rhythm?
Yeah, I think so.
So like Rhythm Health is like the home lab, like blood test.
Yeah.
So back in the day, you had to go to primary care first. You'd write your script, then you go to like Quest Diagnostics.
Right.
Then you get your blood work, and then they would give you like a panel. And now, maybe in the last 5 years, you can get it on MyChart or something like that.
Yeah.
Back in the day, you have to go back to the primary and they'd review it, right? And the panels that they would give you were very basic panels. Now you can go on Rhythm. Again, another shout out just because like more clicks, but also because it's something that I use where you can on your phone just order this instant subscription. You can do monthly base or you can do quarterly base, right? And you get blood work done. They send it to your house. You prick your shoulder. You draw the blood. You ship it out, and they upload it onto your phone. You have your testosterone, your estrogen. You have your inflammatory markers. You have your thyroid markers. You have your hormone markers. You have your blood cell markers like white blood cells.
Yeah, like complete blood count and metabolic
it's like
profile.
You have your biological aging on there. And they have like so many different profiles. And it's just like for the basic stuff that you essentially go to your doctor for, and you can manage it yourself. They even have those little like diabetic monitors that you can stick in your arms now.
Blood glucose monitor.
Bro, it's amazing that the stuff that if you have the means that you can do day to day, every day on an app on your phone and not even need a doctor. The general doctor will essentially be mute.
Yeah, I agree, right? Because you can automate like ranges that you want your blood work to be in.
And then even like PT, like you said, your generic PT, I think disappears completely.
I agree.
You're gonna have to either be like innovative, have like an exercise science background or like a strength and conditioning background where now you can really incorporate those movements, or you're gonna have to have like an out of box thought process where it's like, oh, you stubbed your toe, it can't just be just a bruising. There's gonna be something significant, much deeper, or more environmental. It could be anything.
Right. Yeah, understanding the whole system.
Right. And then they'll kind of like, you get weeded out that way. Like those who are great, like yourself, will excel, and then the average Joe could care less. It's just there for a paycheck, they will get weeded out quickly. All right, last one, because I know we gotta go, and I think we're over our 15-minute mark. Right. All right, here we go. Ready? Thought-provoking, deeper questions. This is gonna be like Theo Von stuff, okay? This is like non-medical at all.
One of the greatest minds of our time.
100%. 100%. Ready? All right, ready? All right. Do you believe in true love?
That's the question there?
That's the question, man. It's deeper questioning.
Of course I do. You know what's funny about that? Wait, you want to actually know what's super crazy about that? We were on a walk yesterday, and I was just like, I don't know, I forget what we were talking about, but I was like, oh, when we met each other and we had finally found like each other's like first true loves. And then she was like, I'm your true love? She stepped back. I'm like, of course you're my true love. I'm like, aren't I your true love? She's like, yeah, no, of course. So it was just like funny. We had never, I guess, like said that out loud. We said it out loud and you just asked that question.
And it feels good, right?
Manifest. It is. It's your true love. So yes, I do. 100%.
I had a debate with someone. It could have been Grace, but like, not in a bad way. We both agree, same thing, true love for sure, right? But like sometimes if you're a passive person, remember we were talking about like appeasing to everyone, appealing to everyone. Yeah. You're just a passive person, you're kind of going through the stride. You can like anyone.
For sure.
You can coexist with anyone.
Right.
But there's a certain type of feeling, and this is what I would call love. And I hope I don't get judged for this comment, but where like, there's like a passion there. Where like if I walk on the street and someone's like, hey, you're a scumbag, it would bother me a little bit, but then I kind of be over it. Like that guy doesn't know me.
Yeah.
Or like if, I'll compare it to parents, because parents is true love too, right? Or kids is true love. If my dad ever said he was disappointed in me, it would break my arm. Or my mom. It's like the most devastating. And it could be the most basic thing. Like I forgot, I don't know, my dad would say something like, I forgot Mother's Day, and he'd be like, I'm disappointed. And it would really burn a hole through me. Or like if Grace were to be sad about something I said, let's just say I was a little too aggressive, and I said something, and she's truly sad about it, or we're fighting, I'm restless. I can't sleep.
Yeah, you're like, no, we need to solve this.
So we need to solve it.
Yeah, 100%.
It's like this weird, like gripping.
That is a passionate
like thing, and it haunts you in a good way, but and sometimes in a bad way. But it's like an addictive thing, and you can't. And that's what I tell people, that's love. It's like an addiction you have, where like as long as it's there, you seem mellow, and the moment it's gone, your whole world's like it falls apart.
I think there's something to that. I think, what was I reading? I was reading something the other day. It's like when your nervous system feels like safe with somebody, that's when you know. So when you're like, I mean, we're two like type A guys, right? That are kind of like go, 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 like mine's going 1,000 miles a minute. When you are with your person, don't you just feel like,
chill,
yeah, right? And I mean like outside the stuff where it's like if you're in an argument or like, typical stuff. I'm talking like just I
can come down.
Your most like raw state, even if it's just like a hug for like 15 seconds, when you just feel yourself just melt and chill into it, like that's when you.
That's a great word. She put her arm on me yesterday. She rolled over.
Yeah.
And we're not like mushy, right? But like she rolled over, she put her arm just across my chest. Something so basic. Oh man, I feel like I melted into my mattress.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I'm good.
You're home. You feel that you're home, right?
I could die here.
Home is where that hug is.
Oh, that's nice. All right, you ready? Next one. Everyone's.
Oh, man, I thought we were gonna.
No, I got one more for you. That's a really.
I was saving my good stuff for that one.
No, that was good. I love it.
All right.
But we can't end on it's gonna be like everyone
Cheesy.
falls in love with Glenn, and then your wife will get jealous.
Right,
Grace will get jealous. Be like, oh my god, he's such a great guy.
Yeah, we can't destroy the thing that we just talked about.
For sure. And then
right.
what happens is if Steph or Grace goes now publicly and complains about us, I'm like, what are you talking about? They're angels. They're such sweet, romantic guys.
Yeah.
But no, we got to make sure that they one up us. So now, ready? Sure. This is going to be the one that sends us downhill, and we're going to be the bad guys again.
Okay.
All right. If you could have dinner with any historical or fictional figure, who would it be and why? And it cannot be your wife or a family member.
Any historical figure?
Or fictional figure. It could be anyone. It could be Bugs Bunny. It could be Michael Jordan. It could be the president. It could be whatever you want.
Oh, okay.
If you have dinner with, who would it be and why? It could be a Victoria's Secret supermodel. Whatever you want.
I'm just going to say, I know whenever we're asked this question, I know you thought of one person, and it was the same person I thought of too. But I'm not going to say who it was, though. But we're going to know. You're going to know exactly who it was. I know you definitely thought that, right?
100%.
Yeah, for sure. It's just out of curiosity.
Privately, alone, no cameras.
Right.
I'd like to get to meet him. And we have to speak the same language so that there is no language discrepancy.
Oh, man. They're definitely going to know who we're talking about. But that's okay.
I don't think so. I don't think people are as clever as you think.
Okay,
I think people might. No way. That would definitely send this in the hole.
But because we can't say that
Cannot say that
answer.
We get banned.
Oh, man. I'm trying to think of people who've influenced me or when I've read about them. You know what? Maybe someone from ancient times, like an Alexander the Great, or somebody who's you had nothing to work with and you conquered everything. Maybe a Caesar or an Alexander the Great.
That's a great answer.
Yeah,
that's a great answer.
Maybe that kind of is still along the lines of who we're talking about.
I think it's 100%. Hold on. Two names came to mind. I'm gonna tell you. I won't tell you the second one because the second one is obviously the one you thought about, and that's not a good. Well, it might not be a bad thing. It's good to know both sides of every story.
It's just curious. It's curiosity. Yeah,
but
both sides of every story is a crazy thing to say.
I still don't think people know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
No chance.
No, but I do.
But
they do.
But no, I would do, and it's corny, but literally, 40 seconds. I'd like to just see Jesus. That's it.
That's probably the right answer. That's probably the right answer. Yeah, just see.
I just want to see. Because I think if you saw him, you would definitely feel the aura.
Oh, for sure. 100%. Damn, I feel like I messed up.
No, you did it. Because my go-to is also Ronaldo, right?
Right.
Because you'd feel his aura, and he's probably so type A, like you were saying. He's so type A, he'd probably intimidate you.
Right.
Or you wouldn't feel, I don't think I'd feel comfortable around Ronaldo.
Yeah.
I think I'd admire him no matter what, but I think he'd make me feel really uneasy. And that's just a testament how great he is, right? Or some other malicious figure I would love to meet close enough and just have him talk for a second about what he believes in. Or even Donald Trump is another one. I know it's recency bias, but that'd be because you hear so much. He's a scumbag, he's not a scumbag, he's a scumbag, whatever. I just would like to just shake his hand and then just feel. You know who I met one time? I met Jimmy Fallon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, one time. For 30 seconds. And I can tell you, on TV, he's one of my favorite people on TV.
Yeah, his clips always come up on Reels.
And he's funny as hell. He comes off so natural. When I met him in person, he doesn't feel natural to me.
So he's putting on an act.
I don't know if it's an act. I think he might genuinely be a good guy and a funny guy, but he has a vibe about him that is stressed and uneasy and posed. Not in a bad way. Nothing negative or bad guy vibes, but stressed vibes.
Yeah.
And so a guy like that, I wouldn't want to meet him again.
Right.
It was weird. You expect someone funny like that, really uplifting. Hey guys, let's go.
Right.
To when he sees you in your face, to build you up, say one nice thing about you.
Yeah.
You do it every day to every patient you see. Hey, you look nice today. Oh, the weather's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, how's your back feeling? That's a plus. You always say one nice thing.
True.
This guy is an entertainer who deals with people all day, every day. And he was just zero. It was a weird stone wall kind of thing. So I don't think, you know what I mean? So that's not someone I would be interested in. But the guy like Trump or a Ronaldo, a Jesus.
Yeah.
Or
powerful people, regardless if it's
Alexander
good or bad.
Caesar,
right.
Genghis Khan,
Leonidas,
whoever,
Genghis Khan.
Someone,
even though the stuff that they did wasn't maybe from it was great, quotes great because of the power that it had and the aura that they had to put themselves in.
I'm gonna go dark, but not as dark as you and I initially said, but even Putin.
Yeah.
Or
Stalin,
that's dark.
Or now we're getting closer to the.
All right, last thing, and then we're done. Okay.
Yeah.
What's one question you wish I would have asked you today that you were kind of hoping to get said or known about you, or maybe you want the listeners to know? And we'll do this, obviously. Listen, Joe Rogan has people come back on the podcast 100 times. I don't have anybody lined up, so you and I will jump on this more than once. But is there something today that you kind of hope that I had asked you that we kind of would have went through people might get to know you or the
No, not that I hoped, but maybe, you know, when you said the first question about like, oh, like how did where you grew up affect your upbringing?
Yeah.
It started giving me a lot of thoughts about like my, you know, my past and like how that shaped me, you know, like my start into wrestling, like a lot of the, you know, things that I've gone through and stuff, like how that shaped me. So maybe like talking about that, you know, is a cool thing to be able to.
That's where I was going originally with some of these questions, and then I was like, I don't know if I want to get that dark.
I know that's what the people want.
Yes.
We needed soul. We needed like a soul darkness episode.
No, we'll do it again. We'll do it again because I think hard times, like that corny saying, but it's not corny. It's actually a really cool saying. Like hard times make strong men. And that's a fact, bro. That's why I wrote it that day when I wrote it, because I think I mean it when I say it. I think if you have easy times, it makes for weak men. You don't know stress, you don't know struggle, you don't know what you're capable of. You think that everything is so bad. When you are constantly in hard times, which I know a lot about you, and we'll do it again, and we'll focus specifically on that. Real like not dark, but real serious.
We can take it there.
It'll be serious,
yeah.
And then people will really get to know who Glenn is, because like from the outside. And that was the other question. Like, what do people not know? That's what I thought.
That's why I was like, but that's a rabbit hole, though.
It is a rabbit hole, and then it's like more than a 20-minute podcast.
Right.
Like, we'll start it next time. We'll do it during lunch, so like that. Like, even if we're eating, who cares? I don't think they care if we're chewing in the background. But like, I had this comment with Grace the other day, a while ago, where it's like everyone looks from the outside at you when you're doing your work, or even like when you're home with your wife, which you're gonna be happy there, right? Because you're a happy person. You're gonna be happy here because you're a happy person, and they think, wow. I think one of two things, right? The admirers will think, what a great guy. Best therapist, best person, I love this man. I'm going to write another 350 reviews, 5-star Glenn, right? And then the haters will say, he had it good. Like silver spoon kind of thing?
Yeah.
So, what is it, silver platter?
Yeah, like born with like a silver spoon.
That's the thing, right?
Yeah. You got it.
Or what's the platter one?
Everything served to you on a silver platter, maybe.
Silver platter,
or
okay. Or golden platter. There's another one.
Yeah, I don't know.
I thought I mixed them up, but I'm good. But like they'll look at you and they'll say,
yeah, like he had it good.
He had it good. So, but if anyone really, they will get to know you. If anyone really got to know you, there's some demons, man. Dark ones, nasty ones that a lot of people don't recover from. And I don't mean like, well, I do mean in life, right? They're done. Some people don't recover, and they just end it there.
No, you're right.
And other people don't recover like mentally. They're never the same person, right? But like you used it, chip on your shoulder, and did well with it. But we'll do that in the next podcast. All right, we're gonna sign off today. This is my favorite podcast. I just want you to know that.
This is a great podcast.
I've done a couple. This is probably
an honor.
My favorite one. My first
what
guest.
An honor.
Before Grace. It's gonna be a problem.
Before your true love?
I might have to air her.
Does that mean I'm your true love?
Yeah,
man?
you might.
Yeah, let's go, baby.
If I do Grace second, I may have to air her first. Like my first guest ever.
Yeah, right.
Even though it was Glenn, my first guest ever. All right, man. We're signing off. I hope you guys enjoyed, and then we'll do a couple more. Well, next up is another PT or Grace
or something. Take care, everyone. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, man. Awesome, bro. That was fun. That was really fun.